Very good morning, 9th class students. Our annual topic is coordinators. So today I am going to explain some more important questions from the topic. Listen well. Here is example 8. L, M and N are three parallel lines. Here, L and M and N are three parallel lines intersected by the transversal P and Q. Here, P and Q are the transversal. These two transversals are intersecting the lines at A and B and C, and also D and E and F, such that they make equal intercept AB and BC. So transversal P is making equal intercepts. That means the length of the AB and also length of the BC are equal. You have to prove Q also making equal intercepts. It means D and E and EF both are equal. You have to prove that. Okay, here first what is the given? Given L, M, N are three parallel lines. Okay, P, Q are transversals. P, Q are transversals, and according to given the length of the AB and length of the BC both are equal. P transversal making equal intercepts. Required to prove. You have to prove the length of the DE and the length of the EF both are equal. You have to prove. AB is equal BC means B is a midpoint of AP. B is a MP means midpoint of AC. B is a midpoint of AC. To prove this, join construction. I am taking construction point. Join A and F. So I am joining two points, that is A and F. So by joining that, it means M at G. So the point intersecting M line at G. Proof. See here, observe in triangle ACF. In triangle ACF, B is a midpoint of AC. Why? Because length of the AB and the length of the BC both are equal. And BG parallel to FC. BG parallel to FC. According to midpoint theorem, the line joining of midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to third side. It means these lines are parallel and B is a midpoint. So G is also midpoint of ACA. According to midpoint theorem, G is a MP means midpoint of A. G is a midpoint of A. It means the length of the AG and the length of the GR both are GF. AG is equal to GF. Both are equal. Okay. Now I am taking next triangle, that is nothing but AFD. In triangle AFD, G is a midpoint of AF. In triangle AFD, G is a midpoint of AF. and also GE parallel to AD. G. Why? Because L and M and N, these three lines are parallel. It means GE is parallel to AD. See, G is a midpoint and these two lines are parallel. According to midpoint theorem, E is also midpoint of DM. So, E is also midpoint of DM. So, midpoint is what we can write? The length of the DE and also length of the EF, both are equal. So, DE is equal to EF. It means Q is also making equal intercepts. See, 8.4, sixth problem. ABC is a triangle, right angle at C. See, ABC is a triangle and a right angle at C. A line to the midpoint M. So, M is a midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. It means the length of the AM and also length of the BM both are equal. Why? Because M is a midpoint of AB. So, through M, one line is drawn parallel to BC. Through M, one line is drawn parallel to BC. And this DM is parallel to BC. Parallel intersect AC at D. So that line intersecting AC at D. So you have to prove first D is the midpoint of AC. Next MD perpendicular to AC. CM is equal, AM is equal to half of the AD. So this is the question. First you have to write what is the given. What is the given? In triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degrees. It means right angle at C. And M is a midpoint of AB. So what we can write here? AM is equal to BM. And also DM is parallel to BC. DM is parallel to BC. First, what you have to prove? You have to prove D is a midpoint of AC. D is a midpoint of AC. You have to prove. So to prove this, first in triangle ABC, M is a midpoint of AB. M is a midpoint of AB. Already that given. And also DM parallel to BC. DM is parallel to BC. What is the midpoint theorem? Once again, the joining of two midpoints of triangle is parallel to third one. So here these lines are parallel and M is a midpoint. Automatically D is also a midpoint of AC. So D is also midpoint of AC. D is also midpoint of AC. First one proved. Then what about the second one? MD or DM perpendicular to AC you have to prove. See here, already we know DM and BC both are parallel. DM and BC both are parallel. AC is a transversal. AC is a transversal. AC is a transversal. See here, angle ADM and also angle ACB both are equal. Why? Because these two are corresponding angles. Angle ADM is equal. Angle DCB is equal to 90 degrees. Why? Because corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. So second one is also proved. Then what about the third one? Third one you have to prove CM is equal, AM is equal, AB by 2. So to prove this, just I am joining C and M. So by joining the C and M, here one triangle formed. What is that? CDM. ADM is a triangle and also CDM is a triangle. Now I am comparing the two triangles. In triangle ADM and also triangle CDM. In triangle ADM and also CDM. Angle D is equal to angle D. Both are right angles. Angle D is equal to angle D. Similarly, DM is equal to DM. That is a common side. That is a common side. Already D is a midpoint. We know that length of the AD and also length of the DC both are equal. So AD is equal to DC. Why? Because D is a midpoint. The first one we proved. First one, D is a midpoint of AC. By SA is congruency. Triangle ADM and as congruent to triangle CDM. If two triangles are congruent, remaining parts are equal. By CPCT, what we can get here? AM and CM both are equal. By CPCT, AM is equal to BM. AM is equal to CM. By CPCT. Why? Because AM and CM both are the corresponding sides of congruent triangles. If two triangles are congruent, corresponding sides are equal. By using that, the length of the AM and length of the CM both are equal. But M is the midpoint. AM is nothing but half of the AB. AM is equal to CM is equal to AB by 2. In a triangle ABC, AD is the median. AD is the median drawn on the side BC. Drawn on the side BC. Here, triangle ABC, AD is the median. We know already very well median divides opposite side into equal parts. Median divides opposite side into equal parts. It means length of the BD and length of the DC both are equal. Is produced. This line is produced up to E such that length of the ED and length of the AB and length of the DE both are equal. Now you have to prove ABCE is a parallelogram. First you have to write what is the given. In triangle ABC, AD is a median. AD is a median. It means BD is equal to BC and also AD is equal to AE. Required to prove. What you have to prove here? ABCE. ABCE is a parallelogram. Now proof. So in proof I am taking two triangles. What are the? ADB, one triangle. In triangle ADB, triangle EDC. In these two triangles, already we know BD and DC both are equal. BD is equal to DC. Similarly, AD is equal to DE. AD is equal to DE. And these two are the vertically opposite angles. It means angle ADB is equal to angle EDC. Angle EDC. By SAS we can say these two triangles are congruent. So triangle ADB congruent to triangle EDC. If two triangles are congruent, remaining parts are equal. It means corresponding parts are equal. So what we can write? AB is equal to CE. AB is equal to CE by CPCT. Similarly, see here. Angle ABD. Angle ABD and also ECD. Angle ABD is equal to angle ECD. See, now BC is a transversal. BC is a transversal. BC is a transversal. See here, these two triangles are congruent. So by CPCT, corresponding parts are equal. So the angle ABD and angle ECD both are equal. These two are alternate interior angles. The two are alternate interior angles, and BC is a transversal. If alternate interior angles are equal, the two lines are parallel. What is the transversal? In transversal, if two lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are equal. What is the converse? If alternate interior angles are equal, the two lines are parallel. So what we can write here? AB parallel to C. AB parallel to C. See, in ABCE, AB is equal to CE, and also AB parallel to CE. Opposite sides are equal and also parallel. So what we can write? ABCE is a parallelogram. Is a parallelogram.